Hello and welcome to episode 1 of my FM24 series, Scunthorpe United, a team who only 12 years ago were in the Championship, but after a series of mismanagement from owners who have left them basically to die, they have ended up all the way down in the National League North, only a couple months ago having all their funding pulled by their owner. But now they've been taken over, they've hired a new manager, and we're going to bring Scunthorpe United back up the leagues. Just before we jump into the save, if you are looking forward to seeing me take Scunthorpe from the National League North all the way to the Premier League and hopefully into Europe, then please do leave a like down below. Comment how long do you think it's going to take us to do that. Can we get promotion back to the National League at the first attempt? Subscribe if you're enjoying the content, and let's jump in and see what we're working with. So eyebrows have been raised. We expect that. That's your normal introduction. There's not a lot of information on there, actually. The club probably enjoyed their best spell of success during the 2000s, although now enjoying a 16-year barren spell. They've not won a competition since 2007. We do have a history of which they can be justly proud, winning the English third tier in 1958 and 2007, runners-up in the fourth tier in 2005 and 2014, and runners-up in the EFL trophy in 2009. So only the two trophies in their history. However, they did also have a 72-year run in the Football League prior to the recent debacle where they've ended up getting relegated all the way down to the National League North with consecutive relegations from League One and the National League. We do have our new owner, Michelle Harness, in charge after she replaced David Hilton, who had left the club to die, and thankfully that didn't end up coming to fruition. This is at the moment what looks to be our best 11. So Fitzsimmons in goal, Ogle, Boyce, Evans and Kelly as a back four, Shrimpton, Beeston and Butterfield as the midfield three, Roberts, Smith and Bennett as the front three. I'm not sure what that's going to look like once we actually get into the team, but our objective this season is to gain automatic promotion to the National League. They want us to reach the FA Cup proper and be competitive in the FA Trophy. And then after that, they want us to work towards finishing in the top half of the National League. I imagine that might very quickly become get promoted into League 2. Our fans, meanwhile, want us to get promoted to the National League, be competitive against Grimsby, be competitive against Lincoln, and be competitive against Doncaster if we happen to play against those three teams. And so basing it off the 4-3-3 that they suggested, we can see left back appears to be a bit of a weak spot, but oh good, I've just spotted striker. Same 1 star, but then looking at this, it doesn't look like it should be 1 star, so who knows? I'm not sure what to make of that, but our team looks to be in a pretty decent position, in truth. We've got a couple of very good youngsters in there as well, which is quite nice to see. And hopefully, if we can keep that good bulk of youth players with us, then we'll be okay to go on and get promoted this season. We'll have a quick look at the season preview. We are expected to win the league 1-5 odds, so we are strong favourites to win the league, despite only having 2 players in the media Dream 11. We also have no transfer budget and no wage budget to work with our wage budget for next season actually due to drop slightly. So that's going to be interesting. We're basically limited to the players that we've got. Unless we can sell anyone, we're not bringing anyone in, is what I'm saying there. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to jump straight in. I'm going to go and play through to the first game of the season, which is going to be against Tamworth, and we'll see what position we're in. I'll let you know of any signings that we've made, and we'll play that first game. And so here we are for the start of the National League North season, ready to play Tamworth. In terms of transfers, we have only made the 1 signing, which is Pharrell Williams, not that one, coming in on loan from Birmingham. He's a striker who looks pretty good for us. He's had a good pre-season as well, 2 goals and 2 assists in the 3 and a bit games that he's played so far. So a solid start for him. And if we have a look at our pre-season schedule, so we beat our second 11 4-2. We lost 3-1 to Gillingham, who are in League 2. We beat Taunton 6-2. They're in the National League South. We then had a 2-0 loss to Barnet, 1-0 loss to Bath, and 3-1 win against York most recently. Barnet are in the National League, Bath are in the National League South, and York are in the National League. So varying teams in and around our divisions, and a mixed set of results, but overall not too bad. Our lineup going into the first game of the season, we've got Chapman in goal, a back four of Ogle, Boyce, Butler and Denton, a midfield four of Semby Ferris, Clunan, Butterfield and Wilson, and then up front we've got Whitehall and Williams. Unfortunately, Fitzsimmons, our first choice goalkeeper, broke his arm in our first game of the pre-season, other than the one against our second 11. For some reason on this game, one of my goalkeepers has to get injured before my first game of the season. No idea what that's about. But let's get into this game and see if we can start the season on a win. First highlight coming in with a throw-in for Tamworth, and Curley has a chance for a cross. Boyce clears it away. It's found Gascoigne and he plays it back out to the left-hand side. Cockerell Mullet with a chance for a cross. Boyce again clears it away. Whitehall probably should have been chasing that down, but he didn't. Riley inside to Milnes, and then down the right-hand side to Curley. Brilliant chance for Curley, but he sends it over the bar. Whitehall with a free kick from deep sends it towards Butterfield, but it's headed away by Curley. Semby Ferris going to take it back down that left-hand side. Tries to cross it, but it's into the hands of the keeper. Good effort, but unfortunately the cross wasn't quite there. Singh then sends it long, and it's nodded on, but Butler's go and collect. Chapman comes out to collect it. I was a bit worried there when their attacker was running forward, but thankfully we did manage to deal with it. Butler plays it to Wilson on the wing, finds Williams, and then Butterfield to Clunan. Out to Semby Ferris. Transfer across from the right hand side this time. Gets it in. Whitehall with a good chance, but Singh with a good save. We do have a corner, which is going to be sent in by Denton. It looks like we're going for the near post here. We are indeed, but it's headed away. And headed away again. Williams collects it. I assume the highlight might be about to end. Ogle. Cross comes in from the left hand side. Butterfield heads it away, but only as far as Curley. Gets back into the box. His shot is straight at Chapman. Shikuna on the ball for Tamworth now. And they're going to bring it down the left hand side through Akwe. They've got some weird names in this Tamworth team, I'm not going to lie to you. And he's into the box and puts Tamworth 1-0 up. Cockerell Mullet throws the ball in and then sends a cross in. Chapman's come out to collect it. I was a little bit worried he wasn't getting there then, but does manage to claim it. And he's going to drop it down on the floor before going long towards Whitehall, who can't win the header, can't win the second ball. He's a great target forward, him. That's not a great start for him. And Shikuna playing a ball through to Finn now. Tamworth in a dangerous position. Finn puts it across the box. Ogle doesn't clear it away, and they've gone 2-0 up. Denton with a corner kick for Scunthorpe now. It's headed away, but Williams catches it well. And I think Whitehall just stopped that going in. That's what it looked like to me anyway. Chapman goes long upfield. Butterfield's beaten in the air. And Finn back to Milnes. Finds to Shikuna. And then he goes backwards towards Cockerell Mullet. And this has not been a great first game for us so far. Whitehall's managed to nick the ball in a dangerous position. Williams knocks it on again. Chance to get the ball across the box. Does so. Whitehall's in there and heads it wide. Butterfield with a corner from the left-hand side. Sends it to the far post. Butler heads it into the back of the net. We've got one back just before half-time. And at half-time it is 2-1. But that is an important moment for us there. I just want to stop them having shots as easily as they are. We're going to try trapping them outside. And we'll try going a bit more direct. See if that helps us out a bit. Creaney with the ball to kick off for Tamworth. And he gives the ball away very quickly to Wilson. Williams collects it from him and goes back to Butterfield. Then out to the left-hand side. Denton's made a run down that side. Crosses the ball in. Whitehall's in the box and heads it wide. Whitehall, you've got to hit the target, my guy. Cockerell Mullet throws the ball short and the ball comes into the box. Finn's in there, heads it over the bar. Finn with a corner kick now. It's an outswinger and it's headed away by Butler. Gascoigne's going to collect it and plays it back to their furthest back man. Ogle gets a foot in but doesn't deny the cross. Crane is in there. It's headed away by Butler. Curley collects it again though. Milnes gets a ball into the box. Shikuna turns and shoots and hits the bar. Ogle heads it away for a corner. They have come out firing in the second half. We're going to fire our guys up. Finn's going to send the corner in. It goes towards Shikuna. Clunan heads it and Chapman with the save. So we're going to bring Bennett on for Whitehall because he can't hit a barn door today. And Scales is going to come on for Clunan. Or, no, Beeston will actually. Beeston's been good in pre-season. That leaves us with one sub to make with half an hour to go. Free kick on the edge of the area for Tamworth. Milnes is stood over it. Goes for goal. Chapman tips it over the bar. Or wide, one of the two. We don't really care, it didn't go in the net. Corner kick is going to come in though. And Milnes is going to take it again. Seems to be a bit of a set piece specialist for them, he does. It's an outswinger again for them. Boyce heads it away, but not very well. Riley is denied a cross by Semby Ferris. Very good from him. And our final change, we're going to bring Scales on for Wilson. And then him and Semby Ferris are going to swap wings. We have a chance here. Ogle throws the ball to Bennett. Scales and him exchange the ball, but it was a poor cross, not really to anyone. Boyce to Butterfield. Out to the left, where Denton's going to get it. Cross sent straight back in. Bennett's in there. Heads it over Singh, and we've got an equaliser. Bennett replaces Whitehall and gets the equaliser for us in the opening day. We've still got a couple of minutes. Can we go and grab a winner? Denton throws the ball short to Butterfield and then plays it back to Chapman. We've got 2 minutes to play with here in injury time. Chapman sends it upfield towards Beeston. He can't win the header though. And Milnes to Shikuna. Please don't. Oh, that's an unlucky break and Finn's... That's so unfortunate. Corner kick, Denton sends it in. Bennett's there. Bennett's equalised again. 3-3. Surely that is game over. What an opening day. And that is game over. 3-3. I think we attacked well, but our defence was a bit too leaky on how many chances we were giving them. We had 3 clear-cut chances to their 1 and 4 half chances to their 3. We need to be more clinical. And Bennett was, to be fair. So I think going forward, he's certainly put his name in the hat for that starting striker position. And with that, it leaves us 10th in the league. Obviously, it's one game, so it's kind of irrelevant. But let's go and have a look at what we're going to come back for. And with that, I suppose we'll aim to come back for maybe the FA Cup qualifying second or third round. I'm not sure which one. It'll depend how the draw goes. But we'll come back for that along with a nearby game. We've not got any rivalries in this league, so nothing for us to aim for in that regards. So if you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like down below. Comment, do you think we can get promoted this season at the first time of asking? Subscribe if you're enjoying the content, and thank you very much for watching.